Greetings. Elder Blacklight here. I'm so glad I woke up in time. And Allah gave me back my right mind. From the land of Nod to the kingdom of God. I rise. I shine. It's prime time. You got the kind of flavor that will save you and the kind of knowledge you won't get in college. This is Allah's 24/7 prime time God vision. And we are welcoming you to the God zone. We're going to get right into it and hit it hard. YouTube sent me an email saying we won't give no notifications to your subscribers, as mentioned on the last video. They don't like the way I talk. It's a form of censorship. They're talking about the YouTube community. If the YouTube community don't like the way I express myself, well then don't look at me. What it is y'all trying to dictate to me how I should behave or how I should speak, and it ain't gonna work with me. So you want to show me that you got the power to cut me off, shut me down, whatever. Because that's really it's going to have really that's going to tell the it's some intelligent people out there. They just not hip to the Tricknoledgy that this government and this system is based on. And I'm trying my best to hip them to it. So y'all don't want that. It's two things, or three or four things. Really a laundry list of things that people don't really observe. This impeachment trial is a cover-up. They focusing on Trump because it's a power struggle inside the government. Trump, he's a businessman. He know how to finagle and he's a master of what he do. And he know how to play him. And he know that it's corruption all at the top. And he part of that corruption. So all he want to do is get in a position where the Trump brand be in every corner of the world. He just want to get in a position where the Trump brand is everywhere on the planet. And whatever happens after this, he's still gonna come out to be a rich man in their world. See, the devil got his own world. And that's not the world of Allah, God. And it tell you that in the Bible. But they use Tricknoledgy to cover up their corrupt ways. Now, this trial will really, if it be the will of the Most High, will really bring out all the corruptions ever since this country was founded. All the way from George Washington. Some of that's been exposed because George Washington had slaves and he was a Mason. The Mason, you know, are that the way they use Mason is a wing of the Illuminati. You know, and there's always a power struggle within the organization. Any organization, it's always going to be a power struggle. There are going to be those who feel like they can rule better than others, or those who feel like they could lead better than others. They're going to have their little clique to overthrow the throne, whoever's sitting on the throne. The Rothschilds know this. You know, the Rothschilds know this. They're the gods of the Illuminati. And what they do is they set up scenarios where there will always be a power struggle from below. Now, even in their own family, the Rothschild family and whoever's are in that top circle, you know, they have their own little power struggles. But it's so above those beneath them that, you know, those beneath them can't capitalize on their power struggle. I want to call your attention to times over in Europe where they were building castles and the peasants lived outside the castle. And they had a moat of waters around the castle with alligators. And they had their own castle guards and their own little army. Each aristocrat and nobleman had their own little armymen. Their own. Well, that's how Donald Trump is set up. He's in his castle with his own little army, but he's working in the White House. Bill Clinton and Bush had his own little thing. The only one didn't have their own little army and loyal people was Obama. Obama had to dance to the music of those behind the scene. But Bush, all them corrupt, man. You know, that 9/11 stuff, that's corrupt. You know, that's was an illusion. You know. And I ain't gonna get into that, you know, the philosophy and psychology of that. But they all the time be stealing large sums of money, like the housing crisis, 2007, 2008, 2009. You know, we're gonna visit that on videos to come to prove a point. Then you got the bailout of the auto factories, Chrysler and all them, and Obama and Bush joined forces to steal money from the people. Then you got money going over to Israel on a constant basis, you know, and they gonna get their money, you know. Then you got regime changes all over the Muslim world, you know. The Muslim world had a power struggle within them. That's why they got these sects, you know, like Sunni, Sufi, Kurds, and all them power struggle within the Muslim world. So they were able to capitalize on they arguing with each other because the leadership whoever gets in the leadership position is weak as far as when it comes down to money or the power. They want either money or power or both. So if they figure out a way that they can get it, they're going to get it. You know. That's why a brother like me, myself, I ain't trying to get no capital gain or money, so they can't buy me off. Now they could buy off people like Polite, they could buy off people like Sinetta, people like uh, Young Pharaoh, because they tied to the money system here. But the money system ain't giving you nothing. Just because you could buy a car or a fancy house or buy studio equipment or whatever, and you live larger than some of the people on the next block, you know, you love that. But you ain't really getting nothing, man. You ain't got no power, real power. All you got is things that loses value. Look at the car, how much uh, value it loses. And you got to pay bills every month, so you're always in debt. You got to pay some kind of bill every month or every week or every year. You're going to have to pay some kind of debt. So if y'all really look at it, y'all being tricked. That's tricknoledgy, man. You know. And y'all always arguing with each other. Tricknoledgy. That's why the Willie Lynch, that's why Willie Lynch was introduced, to show you how they do it. They did it in slavery. But to show you how the game they run. And the Caucasian, he done forgot about peasants. You know, how royalty and noblemen kept the peasants from them, and they still doing it today, only in a different way. That's why we say the game don't change. Everything's the same, just the name. So we're going to shut this one down. Just remember this, that it ain't nothing but a cover-up. The Trump trials is a cover-up. It ain't just Trump. It's all of them. Hillary, Obama, Clinton, Bush, all the way on back to Lincoln, to Washington. This is Black Light saying, sleep tight. And let me ask you this. Sugar and sugar, salt is salt. If you don't dig on this, it ain't my fault. Is it?